Hey folks, Troy Dooley, MLM Help Desk. Hope you're having a rockin' day. You know, I decided to wear my Rebel t-shirt today because I'm talking about Scott Rogers and his team over at Vitel Wireless and Vitel Business Solutions. And, you know, Scott and I started communicating back really at what I call the end of the wireless wars. And he was a brand new startup company coming out, and he'd seen everything that was going on, read about everything that was going on, and said, Troy, we're gonna be doing something different. I said, okay. I've watched as the company's grown. I've watched as he's interacted with other leaders in other companies who have questioned things, and really has always come out as a gentleman. Maybe it's a Texas thing. But over the years, I've always said, Scott, it seems like you guys are far more than a wireless company. I mean, very cutting edge stuff that they do sometimes in that niche and in that arena. But as they morphed, you could tell that they were really getting more and more into being a full-fledged service company. I hadn't quite seen all the things they do under one umbrella. But it's pretty powerful because they now have taken and created two different opportunities that's for people. One is truly the Vitel wireless solution, and it has a lot of different things that you can do. It has the phones, both prepaid and post-pay. They created from what I've seen, pretty proprietary payment platform where it doesn't matter where you get your phone at right now. If you go to a Vitel independent business owner's website, their replicated site, and you click to pay your bill, they get a little bit of commission. And that has always been what Scott's big thing is. He said, Troy, I don't need to reinvent the wheel. I don't need some proprietary telephone service. I need to be able to be the conduit, because it's the person in the middle that's making all the money. Wherever the bill's getting paid, they're making some bucks. Made sense to me, and knowing that him and his team and the background that they have in business made a lot of sense. But I just got sent in something that I'm still scratching my head over, because this could be a really interesting breakthrough, not just for distributors, but there may be some companies that all of a sudden have to go to Vitel and say, hey man, we like what you're doing. Is there any way we can private label this? I mean, it's amazing. Here's what came out. Vitel brings banking to the network marketing industry. Pretty amazing in and of itself. Listen to this. Vitel Wireless has officially launched a virtual bank account debit card program, further expanding its suite of home services products. The company has forged a new partnership and key alliances with some of the biggest names in that sector to bring this product to the network marketing and direct selling industry. Vitel's business owners will now be able to market and promote the advantages of their prepaid debit card program. Traditionally, banks and credit card companies have charged fees to maintain and use these accounts. Until now, banks and credit card companies have passed those fees on to consumers and business owners, thus making this a major profit center for their respective institution. Vitel's new program changes the game by allowing its business owners, the distributors, to distribute and sell virtual bank accounts and earn income off of everyday usage of the card swipes that take place from account holders' debit cards. And business owners can now claim some of the fees back. I thought this was, I'm going to put the whole thing up here on the blog post, but I wanted to find this. So I go down here to, dadgummit, where is it? Compensation plan. I thought this was pretty radical stuff. I want to share with you the kind of money that they make. Okay, the virtual bank account debit card product. This is a pilot program. Compensation could change without prior notice. I want y'all to know that. But it's a $4 CV per direct deposit application, a $1 CV when it gets a $500 deposit, every $500 deposit, a $1 CV on cards carrying a monthly fee. Now listen to this. This was where I started adding up the money. Now, the money's made in the monthly transactions on services, whether it's cell phones or anything else. Listen to this. 6 cents on every card swipe transaction. Now, if you're somebody that has really decided to change their life and they're not getting into debt anymore, and you use only debit cards. That's how I am. I have several debit cards. One's for travel, one's for personal stuff, one's for business. That's all I use. 6 cents on every card swipe transaction. I'm going to put this stuff up. I thought this was unique. We get a lot of companies that we do stuff for that are product driven. You know, I'm constantly getting products. Here I got this one here is Isogenics. I got longevity stuff. But to be able to get something from one of the service companies, I love this because I really think this is going to be great. I'm proud of what Vitel has done. I rank them right up there with ACN and Lightyear Wireless when it comes to companies that have really made it. And there's some other good ones out there, 5Link and all these guys, rock solid players. But it really, from what we had a few years ago, they have honed this down to where they are the major players. What Scott and his team are doing over here with the business solutions, with their merchant card services and all that, amazing stuff. And now they're offering this brand new service to those independent distributors.